Hi guys, welcome to my vlog. Driving around through Lagos. If you're in Lagos this December, I just want to tell you welcome because it is vibrant out here. And on this day, I just trying to drive from the island down to mainland Ikeja, and it's quite an interesting drawing because if you look around some of the streets and roads in Lagos, lots of changes have been going on for the past 10 to 10 years. There have been like huge transformations, and the roads are busy and changing quite a lot, and I think everyone basically just enjoying their life, So if you're in Ajah area or in Lakwe or Shungotado, you would observe that the roads around those areas have been tiled. Like Dangote is doing a magnificent job over there. Like the roads are properly made from Ekpe down to Ajah, down to connecting to the island and all of that roads over there. It's kind of like better than what it used to be. And there may still be a lot of changes, a lot of things that we still need to do, but I'll tell you what, for free, we're a work in progress. Anyway, you just enjoy the drive, and there's nothing like driving in Lagos, around Lagos, without playing Afrobeats. You all know this is the hub, like you all know this is the heart. You all know this is the core of the African culture. There's no need to brag or anything. We're all one black brother, one black brotherhood. God bless Africa. But Lagos right here is the hub, the Afrobeat. This is the home of Fela Anikmula Kuti, the famous Afrobeat legend, and that originates from Nigeria. And this bridge right here is Ajah Bridge. Just getting into the island, you'd see the luxury cars coming in gradually. This is Ajah right now, the bridge. So yeah, there you go. It starts in the luxury cars. I think Lagos is one of the few places in Africa that don't have any white population, that has built basically everything in Lagos and in Nigeria is built by black hands, black people. I'm all about empowering black people and making them know their true worth and values. So I'm always gonna be an advocate for that, because I have always supported black people standing up for themselves, and we all see what happens all around the globe or all around the world. So yeah, not just black people, people of color. So this is so we're still on the island. This is after Ajah. When you're getting close to Chevron, you begin to see the infrastructure coming to life. The roads around all these areas are still a little bit cranky, but trust me, they have done a lot of repairs, and the roads are like a little bit manageable than what they used to look like during Decembers. So this is quite amazing and good as well, because Lagos is, if not the biggest, one of the biggest cities in Africa, with a population of 20 million people. And I tell you what, it's just like a whole crowd cramped into a little tiny space. But somehow we make it work, This is a land of opportunities. There's a lot you can do in Lagos, actually. I don't know why people keep saying that Nigeria is a difficult place to live. I don't think it really is. I feel like there's hardship everywhere around the world, and we're just trying to get ahead over this hardship after 2020. Yeah, I basically think that's what all of us are just doing. So I don't think there's any country that's better than the other one. We just have differences, and when you embrace these differences, embrace it, you can actually look forward to being a better people. Yeah. So over here, we're approaching Lekki, and if you see, there's a lot of traffic in Lagos. Every time, it's crazy traffic. If there's one thing you have to learn to bear when you come into Lagos, is you got to understand that you're going to bump into this kind of traffic every single time. There's always going to be one traffic at one side or the other side of Lagos. So you may start your day pretty early and it slows down just a little. So if you know you're going anywhere in Lagos, you got to be very, very, very accurate, punctual. And you have to create a schedule so you can always meet up with time and try to go 2 hours or an hour. Try to go 2 hours or an hour earlier so you get to where you're going on time. Because trust me, this traffic can get pretty long and tiring. In this place, we're driving and had our AC unit on all the time, and that puts a lot of pressure on your engine. And given the recent fuel pump price going up around the world, and Nigeria is not also excluded from that, because being that we are one of the major oil producers in Africa or in the world, I think we're number 4th or number 5th. Doesn't mean that we don't also go through fuel shortages. So right now, I think a price of fuel in Nigeria should be going for close to about 1,000 naira. That should be like close to about 84 cents per liter. Yeah, so that's how expensive it is. So being in traffic like this, slowing and moving slowly, gradually, with your AC on, you know what that's going to do on your engine and your fuel. It's going to run down pretty quickly. So traffics like this can go as long as 2 hours. You can be on this traffic for 2 hours. And trust me, your patience has to be very, very thick to actually bear the discomforts that come along with being in this legal scenarios. You have to be tough. The city makes you actually tough. It prepares you for the unknown. So I tell people all the time, and I think it's funny, there is nowhere in the world that's going to scare you to live if you've ever lived your life, half of your life in Lagos. This time we get you ready for life. There's a hustle and a bustle and everything moves pretty fast in Lagos. Well, that's how it is. So it's in the traffic. Woo, I was just driving when this Range Rover came right in front of me. I was like, damn, this is the kind of things you see in Lagos all the time. They're super fast cars, expensive. And just one of those places where you see those cars, they're pretty expensive. But we got people down here driving these cars. I'm telling you, young people are making it good, big in Lagos. I think Nigeria currently has one of the highest populations of rich young people in Africa right now. I think Nigeria holds that trophy for free without even competition. Talking about a country that has a population of close to 200 and something plus millions. That's about the population, 70% or about 65% is made up of young people. So when you put that into context and try to compare that with other nations, we're talking about 200 plus million people. Taking out 65% of them to be young people. Nigeria has a very young, huge labor market force where young people can work. So we have a lot of younger, richer people in Nigeria. So that's not even debatable. Nigeria entertainment is one of the best. So I'm not trying to blow our trumpet too much. I'm just trying to identify the good things about Nigeria, because Nigeria have been quite a lot of times put on the bad spots, for doing the most negative things. But I'll tell you for free, this town has a lot to offer. And most people don't really see the beauty of Nigeria, especially when you come into Lagos, because there's a lot of negatives out there about this country. And people tend to believe what they haven't experienced. And I don't think in my exposure to life and my awareness that I have experienced on my own, I don't think it's pretty nice to judge what you haven't experienced. If you want to have the real feel of the city, of the country, I suggest you come over here, because Nigerians are pretty warm people. And I tell you, cannot be with a Nigerian and have a dull moment. So this city is big. Virtually everything you can find in the Western world is in Nigeria. It's in Nigeria and Lagos. Virtually almost everything in Lagos. So this is the festive season, and people are coming back home from all over the world, because Nigerians are the only Africans that you can find on every corner of the globe. We are everywhere, spread out like termites. Nigerians are hard workers, so this is the festive season. So if you're coming around Lagos this time of the year, make sure you come back home with plenty money, because Nigerians like to celebrate. We love to celebrate. If there's anything that Nigerians love to do better, celebrate. So the holidays are going to be a good excuse for Nigerians to splash money. So the Owambes, the party, the jollofs are going to be coming in real quick. So if you have Nigerian friends, I would suggest you cling to them a little bit more this period, because trust me, you don't want to miss those jollof rice and those chicken, those tasty smoked jollof rice. I don't believe that thing that Ghanaians and Senegalese people are saying. Nigeria's got the best jollof rice in the fucking Africa. I'm sorry to put that F in. I'm sorry. I'm just being too patriotic right now. But that's the honest truth. We have the best jollof ever in West Africa. Quote me anywhere, any day. It says for facts, for free. No cap. I'm telling you. For free. So, you got to just love the city, It's just vibrant, it's energetic. So Lagos is divided into two sections. We have the mainland and we have the island. Right now, this is the island. That's why you're seeing all this nice cars moving, fast cars, beautiful, exotic cars, So this is the island where you have the entertainment, celebrities, movie stars, supermodels, great writers, most of the big people, the upper class, the middle class, the upper middle class is what I call it, because Nigeria just has two classes actually, upper middle class and upper middle class, which kind of like, well, I'll say it's three though, because there's something like upper middle class, the extreme poor, and the super rich. When in Nigerian time, we just kind of like say everybody's poor if you're not rich. So that's what we always say, it's divided into two: super rich, super poor. So, but when you hear them say Nigerians are poor, they're not fit and fine, blah, 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 that's just, doesn't mean that Nigerians cannot eat with 6 meat in their plate, or with 2 eggs, or they cannot get their sufficient proteins and food. They eat pretty fine. Nigerians just say they're broke because they don't have extra money to do what they want to do. They'll spend and lavish. Because trust me, if you're inviting a Nigerian to your wedding or your birthday party, you're going to be seeing the dollars in the air. You're going to be seeing the naira flying in the air. We like to show off, So yeah. So this is some luxury cars. There you go. Well, there's a part of this video that kind of like that kind of like wows me. I saw a Lamborghini Urus in the traffic. That is just crazy. It's like going to Dubai and seeing a Lamborghini Urus or one of those Mercedes-Benz GT, one of those fast cars, Bugatti, Chevron and Lavron and all of that. It's just like seeing those cars in traffic. You're like, what? How the hell are you in traffic? Yeah. So we see this kind of things in Lagos. You see some kind of exotic cars in Lagos. And this is also another favorite part of my video. When you start getting straightly into the video, you begin to see how the architectures around starts changing. Lagos is developing at a very fast pace. This kind of beauties are growing up on the landscape every second. So this is island. Now we're entering into the proper island. That's where you see the toll gates. These toll gates are synonymous, a very popular location, because if you heard about the NSAS protest in 2020, this is where it happened. Exactly this place. This is where it happened. So this place was destroyed and burnt. The whole toll gate was destroyed. There it is. And they haven't put it back working ever since then. So this is the famous place where the shootings happened when the youth were protesting over police brutality. So this is where it actually happened, just for knowing sake. So this is Lekki Tollgate. Now we are going to Ozubambadiwe Road. Yeah, this is like the central of the island where you have the multinational corps, That's there you go. That's the Lamborghini Urus I was talking about. I saw this car on the. I was like, damn. I was like looking at that car. Like I wanted to just come down and just look at that car properly. So that's it. That's what I'm talking about. So this is the central hub. Like this is where everything administrative, big multinational corps and all that. This is all where it happens. So this is the middle. This is the central of the island. And that building by the left is called 1001 apartment. I heard allegedly owned by some Chinese people or mostly occupied by Chinese. So there you go. The infrastructure keeps changing as you go closer and closer to Lekki Phase. Okay, we're already past Lekki Phase 1 and 2. So this is the Civic Center. And this building is very popular on the landscape. So as we dive further into the video, beginning with this is Osborne Lane. So there you go. That's Ikeja. The one thing I love about Lagos is the perfect scenery, blending of water and land put together with bridges linking the lands. It is spectacular. It's breathtaking. You would think you were somewhere in Miami, but you're in Lagos. This is absolutely stunning. This is beautiful. You know, it gives you that Miami vibe. If any of you have ever been to Miami, it is so breathtaking, and I love it. Driving around this road gives me this euphoria of living in the States or somewhere in Canada or somewhere in the UK. It's giving the feeling. Come on, look at that for a minute. Come on, don't tell me you don't feel that. That is beautiful, absolutely. You know? And then there's water. There are boat rides around that area where you can go with your loved ones and go have fun, you know? So Lagos gives you that vibe, you know? It's beautiful out here, you know? Trying, and look at the roads. Look at these roads. Magnificent. You know, when I drove past this road, I couldn't feel a single bump. It was so clean, you know? I'm actually quite surprised. The decorations are coming in for the Christmas, you know, and it's clean. Like everywhere's pretty clean. And look at this road. Look at this, so clean. And there you go. This is Africa. This is Africa right here. This is Nigeria. This is Lagos. You know, this is Lagos. This is not abroad. This is Lagos. So when people say, oh, Nigerians don't stay in their country, they're always trying to run out of their country. The thing is, when the Chinese go to other countries, the Indians go to other countries, no one tells them, hey, why are you not in your country? They say, oh, it's an expatriate. Oh, he's here for a business. The same way you look at those Chinese people in your country, that's the same way you should look at Nigerians. Nigerians travel a lot, and it's for business. Nigerian will move regardless, even if he has a mansion back home. He will still travel. Because we are travelers, we learn by traveling, we associate. We're not people who stay in one place. So that's Nigerians for you. Well, the video is still quite long, and I'm just showing you basically around, just a drive through around the city of Lagos and what it has to offer. So the places are nice, beautiful, colorful. It's Africa. Be proud. We blacks, you know. I love this city. You know, it's just the roads, the new roads that emerged over time. Like, look at these roads. Like, come on, this looks like somewhere in Europe. You know, it's beautiful. For those of you saying that Lagos is dirty, everybody's nasty, Nigerians are running and leaving their countries, well, this is a Nigeria for you. Does this place look like someone you want to run and leave and go to somewhere else and not come back? Every Nigerian has a plan to come back home. We're just hustlers. This is a city of hustlers. This is a country of hustlers. You know? We basically hustle and bustle. That's the Nigerian spirit. You know? So even if we have our kids in different countries, they still have those hustling spirits. You know? This is the country that produced the most educated people out there in the world, you know, people who left their countries to go out there and do something great, you know, not just for their countries, for other people. You know, just take a minute right here to admire this beautiful city. Like, look at the roads. But it's all good. I was just thinking, there was one time like that. I was just with someone on a flight, and then she was like, "Are you Nigerian?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Nigerian." And she's like, "Okay." So she's so she wanted to ask me a question. So she asked me this question real quick. She was like, "Is it true that Nigerian men like to spend money?" Now I'm going to I'm going to answer the question with all honesty. Okay, Nigerian men naturally we're trained, rather groomed to take care of their women. So it's an African, it's a Nigerian thing to take care of their women. So he's not going to see it like some sort of responsibility like they see in the Western world where they do 50-50. So Nigerian men, yes, will spend money, as long as you love him back and you're loyal, because most of y'all in this countries who ask questions, you just ask those questions. You just want the free money, the free gifts and all of that. But you don't want to put it. You don't want to. You don't want to put the work in. Okay. You don't want to. You don't want to be loyal, like you're doing in the Western world. Over here in Nigeria, if a man's gonna spend that money on you, you gotta be loyal every single time. So there you go. Nigerians are big spenders. Whenever you see Nigeria talking to you, pay a little bit more attention. You never know. You may be getting free handouts. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful sun out here. When I was driving, I was like, damn, tell me that doesn't look like Miami. Now fucking spanking your head. Look at that, beautiful. So this is Third Mainland Bridge, one of the longest bridges in Africa. It is so long, it could take you like close to, it could take you at about 20 minutes or 30 minutes going through this bridge, just getting to the other side. It could take you close to 20 minutes. That's how long it is. You see how everybody's speeding? We're all on full throttle, moving at a very high speed. You can be on this road for 30 minutes with this speed. So the yellow buses that you see, those are the transport line, transportation, conveying people from the mainland to the island, from the island to mainland. And it can cost you like close to 1,000 naira. Just 1,000 naira. That's about $1. To take you from the mainland to the island. So it's not that expensive. And real estate on the mainland is different from the ones on the island. So it's a little bit more expensive on the island than in the mainland. So you can get you can get an apartment, for close to about 1.2 million, 1.3 million. That's about $1,000, $1,000. On the mainland, you can get like 1.2 million for a good house with good security, good light, and all of that for about $1,000. And on the island, you can get the same apartment, 3-bedroom apartment. You can get that for close about $3,000. So that's how expensive it is on the island. So like I said previously, that's where you see the celebrities, the actors, the writers, the influencers, the politicians. Most of them also have properties in Lagos. So Lagos is a quite expensive place, on the island especially. But on the mainland, you can drive. If you're a newbie coming to Lagos, you're just trying to adapt, trying to hustle your way in. The mainland would probably be a good place for you to start. But if you want to go big, you just want to do it on from average upwards, you can come to the island. They can get rent for 3-bedroom apartment for close to $3,000. It's that expensive. It's quite expensive. So it was getting late over here, so I was done with everything I was gonna do in the mainland. So this was about evening. I left at about 8 to 9 a.m. in the morning. Finished everything I was going to do on the mainland, and I was driving back. So it would take you approximately, on a regular day, if you leave quite early, like around 8 a.m. from the island, you could probably get to the mainland if you left by 8 a.m., you probably get to the mainland in probably around before 12 or before 1 a.m. It's not because it's too far or anything, just the traffic, like I said. The traffic everywhere on every junction, there's too much traffic in Lagos. So if you want to go anywhere quicker, if you want to get to anywhere earlier, you better leave quick, better leave earlier in time. Do not wait for like 20 minutes if you got anywhere else to be, you got to move on time. So that's how Lagos is. Well, I was glad I was able to share this experience with you guys, and I'm looking forward to dropping another video. Thanks for watching.